Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my weekly check-in for weeks 2 and weeks 3 of May. So really quickly, I'm going to open up my planner to the weekly check-ins. I'm going to be checking in for week 2 and week 3. So week 2 is from May 4th through the May 10th, and then week 3 is going to be from May 11th through May 17th. I'm also not going to be actually going through my wallet because I am recording this video very late. We're actually towards the end of June already. We're on June 20th today when I'm recording, and obviously I'm recording for like over a month ago. But yeah, I just got busy with the last couple weeks of the semester, graduation, vacations, so I'm just recording very late. So hopefully this video can go pretty smoothly for the most part. I'm not gonna be checking my wallet because the money I already took it out and everything. So I'm just going to be checking in for what I spent and then doing this section, but just not gonna be looking at my wallet since it would be inaccurate. So for week 2, starting off with May 4th, I had a no spend day. So no spend for the 4th, and then a no spend for the 5th. Okay, and then on the 6th, I spent $150 out of my car insurance for graduation. So $150 on the 6th. And then on the 7th, I spent, let's see, on the 7th, I spent out of my school envelope, I spent $80 at Safeway. I got, like, my supervisors and other, like, I guess, co-workers at my internship, like, a little gift card. So that came out to $80, and I took that out of my school envelope. And I had just gone to Safeway to get the gift cards. And then that same day, I also spent $8 out of my spending envelope for some donuts. So that came out to $8, and that was on the 7th. Okay. And then that is all for the 7th. On the 8th, I spent $7 out of my restaurants at McDonald's. So 7, and that was out of restaurants for the 8th. Okay, and then on the 9th, I spent $18 out of my groceries envelope for some items for a potluck. We were having a potluck in one of my classes, so I spent $18 on what I took. And that was on the 9th, and it came out of my groceries. And then on the 9th as well, I took out $8 out of my miscellaneous envelope to pay for parking at school. And that was $8 out of miscellaneous. And then for the 10th, I took out $100 out of my birthday sinking fund for Mother's Day. So $100 for Mother's Day. And then on the 10th, I also spent $18 out of my groceries envelope at Trader Joe's. And that was on the 10th as well. And then lastly, I spent $8 out of my restaurant for Taco Bell. So that's $8. And then that is all of my spending for that week. So now to check in, I didn't spend anything out of my gas envelope. So for spent 0, remaining 100. And then for groceries, I spent 18 at Safeway, and then 18 at Trader Joe's. So I spent $36 out of groceries. So 36. And then I should have $14 remaining. And then for restaurants, let's see, for restaurants, I spent 7 at McDonald's and then 8 at Taco Bell. That should be 15. So for restaurants, I spent 15. I should have 35 remaining. For spending, let's see, I spent 8 on the donuts. And that's all I spent out of that envelope. So for spending, I spent 8. And then I should have 42 remaining. For miscellaneous, I spent 8 as well. I should have 2. Let me check. So miscellaneous was 8. And then 150 out of my car insurance, 80 from my school envelope, 100 from my birthday's envelope. So everything looks accounted for. And then for fun, I did not spend anything. So spent 0, remaining 20. And then I'm just going to draw a line through this unbudgeted section. And then I'm going to transfer these amounts to this section here, just so that I know what I started off the envelope with for that week. So 35 for restaurants, 42 for spending, 2 for miscellaneous, and then 20 for fun. Okay. So back to the calendar, starting off with the 11th, I spent, out of my wants envelope, I spent $20. I bought a couple things for my watch, like the screen protector thing and like a bumper. So that was $20 on the 11th, and that came out of my wants envelope. And then on the 11th, I spent $18 at Food for Less out of my spending. For my capstone class, we were having a potluck at the park that day, so I went to Food for Less to grab what I was taking. And then on the 11th as well, I spent $24 at Buffalo Wild Wings. So that was 24. And then on the 12th, I spent out of my school envelope and graduation envelope for a total of 108. So I took out 33 from school and 75 from graduation for some gifts that I got for my friends, and that was on the 12th. So like I said, 33 came out of school, and then 75 came out of graduation, and that was a total of $108. And then on the 12th, I also spent out of my restaurants envelope at McDonald's, and I spent $6 there. So that's $6 out of restaurants. And then I also spent $50 out of my beauty envelope for a pedicure, since I was having, my graduation was coming up. I needed to get a pedicure. I had my petting ceremony on the 16th, and then commencement on the 18th. So I got my pedicure done on the 12th, and like I said, that came out to $50. And then on the 12th, I also spent $46 at Ulta, and I took it out of a couple different envelopes. So out of restaurants, I took $21, and I think I'm just going to put it here on the side. So 21 came out of restaurants, and then $1 came out of miscellaneous, and then 24 came out of toiletries to make that a total of $46. Okay, so that's 46 for Ulta out of a couple different envelopes, and that was for the 12th. So I'm just gonna write that here. And then that is all I spent on the 12th. And then on the 13th, I spent $8 out of my restaurant at Taco Bell. So that was for the 13th. And then I spent, that's it for the 13th. And the 14th, I spent $50 out of my beauty envelope at Nordstrom Rack. And I believe I got some shoes that I used for graduation. So that was on the 14th. And then on the 14th, I also spent at Ulta, and I spent $6. I took that out of my fun envelope. So that was on the 14th. 6 out of fun for an Ulta purchase. And then I spent also $85 at Sephora, and I took that out of my graduation envelope. I believe some items were for myself, and then I got other items to give as gifts. So that was on the 14th, $85 out of graduation. And then I spent $44 at Costco, and I took that out of my car insurance envelope. And that was also on the 14th. So I'm going to put that here. So 14th. I also have a lot of unbudgeted for this week. Okay, so like I said, that was for the 14th, and that was Costco, and it came out of my car insurance. And then on the 14th, I also spent $5 out of fun on something that I got on Amazon, which I do not remember what that was at the moment. And then I spent, that's it for the 14th. And then on the 15th, I spent $15 out of my beauty envelope to get my eyebrows done. So that was the 15th. And then I spent $5 out of for something that I bought on Amazon, and 4 came out of fun and 1 out of miscellaneous. So 4 out of fun. There's that. And then $1 out of miscellaneous goes here. And then that same day, I also spent $15 out of my cart maintenance envelope for a car wash. So I'm going to put that here. And that was on the 15th. Okay, now for a lot of unbudgeted things. First off, this is for the 16th. So I have $230 unbudgeted from my hair. Got my hair done, came out to $230. And then I have a Sephora purchase for $35. That was also unbudgeted. So that goes here. And then I have an Ulta purchase that was unbudgeted, and that was $61. That goes here. Wait. This actually is for the 17th, as well as the Sephora one is also for the 17th. So I'm going to place that here. I don't think I'm going to use this space anyways, because I was on vacation for most of the time after that. Okay, so the 17th, Ulta, Sephora, And then I got some sunglasses too. And that came out to $52. Okay. And then I also spent $100 at Victoria's Secret. I'm gonna have to cover, or how should I do it? This way. Oops. I think I'm just gonna have to cover the June part. Okay, so 100 from Victoria's Secret. And then on the 17th, I also spent, I used my gas envelope since I wasn't really going to use it. Buca, an Italian place, that was $30. And then I also spent 26 out of my gas envelope that same day. Sorry, I spent 20 out of gas. It was my purchase was a total of 26, but I got 20 out of gas, and then, sorry, my total was 34. I spent 20 out of gas and then 14 out of groceries. Okay. I hope that wasn't confusing, but it was 34. 20 came out of gas and 14 out of groceries. And then, let's see what else. And then I spent 5 out of my fun envelope for Starbucks. And then lastly, I spent 50 out of my gas envelope for actual gas. And I guess I'll just have to do this. Okay. So that is all of my spending, which clearly I overspent. So starting off with gas, I spent, I believe it was 100, so I got 30, 40, 50, and then 50, so that's $100. So for gas, I spent 100, 0 remaining. Now for groceries, let's see. So for groceries, I have the $14 here. So groceries, I spent 14, 0 remaining. For restaurants, I spent, let's see, 6 at McDonald's, 8 at Taco Bell, and then 21 at Ulta. And then that's all, so that should be 35. So out of my restaurants, I spent 35. I should have 0 remaining for spending. So for spending, let's see. For spending, I spent 24 and then 18. And then that is all for spending. So that should be 42. 0 remaining. For miscellaneous, I spent the $2 I had left, 1 at Ulta, and then the other one at Amazon. So spent 2, 0 remaining, and then for fun, let's see, for fun, 6 at Ulta, 4 for Amazon, 5 more for Amazon, and then 5 for Starbucks, so that's $20. So spent 20, 0 remaining, and then unbudgeted. I know I went overboard with my spending. I'm gonna get my calculator for this. Okay, so $230 for my hair. Then we got 61 at Ulta. Then we got 35 at Sephora. And then we have 52 for the sunglasses, and then 100 at Victoria's Secret. 478. That is very sad that I spent that much money. So spent, I guess I'm gonna put it 478. And I had already gone over 250, so far for the month. Or I guess for these weeks in this month. So far in these 3 weeks for the month of May, I have overspent by a total of $728. $250 the first week, and then $478 on the third week. So hopefully for the rest of the month it's not that bad, since like I said, I'm on vacation for most of week 4. I come back for a couple days, and then I'm on vacation again from then all the way until the 9th. So, well, you guys will find out how my spending has been since. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long or too confusing, but please comment, like, and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching.